All right. Really quick, guys. I just want to go through something with laws of exponents real quick, as outlined in your modules. All right. The two things I want to talk about is the difference between the product rule versus the power rule. All right. The product rule obviously involves multiplication, and the power rule obviously involves raising an exponent to another exponent. All right. So with the product rule, what you'll see is there'll be two different variables showing up. So 8 to the 5th times 8 to the 7th. All right. So when you have 8 to the 5th times 8 to the 7th, you're simply going to add 5 plus 7 gives you 12. The reason being that if we wrote that in what they call expanded notation, 8 to the 5th would be 5 A's. And then 8 to the 7th would be another 7 A's that we're multiplying together. All right. So exponents, the same way multiplication is a shorthand version of multiple addition. Exponents are multiple multiplications. All right, so we need two more, and you'll notice there's 12 all told. All right. Now, you need to use the product rule when the same variable shows up twice. The power rule, all right, couple things. Number one, you'll see parentheses. Number two, you only see one exponent, or you only see one variable to one exponent raised to another exponent. So when that occurs, we just multiply those together, and we got 8 to the 35th. All right, so that's the difference between those two. Now, next up, I just want to go through the quotient law or division really quick. All right, so when you have p to the 8th over p to the 4th, you're just going to subtract. All right, so we got 8 minus 4, which is just p to the 4th. All right, now in the occurrence that the bigger one is on the bottom, all right, so let's say we got p to the 4th over p to the 8th. Okay, what happens is the p to the 4th, if we wrote it up top and expanded, there'd be 4 p's. All right. And there'd be 8 on the bottom because it's p to the 8th. And what happens is these all cancel out, leaving us with 4 p's on the bottom and the number 1 up top. Whenever everything on the top or the bottom cancels out, we're left with the 1, not 0. So now the final result would be 1 over p to the 4th. All right, now, if we want to do it in a faster way, all right, I tell my students at all levels, if you want to save yourself some steps, all right, because if we do it this way, if you do the normal quotient law, you would do p to the 4 minus 8, which is p to the negative 4. All right, and from other readings, you'll notice we can't have negatives, so we rewrite that as 1 over the positive. So that's the other way. That's the first way of doing it shorthanded. I tell my kids at all levels, if they want to skip the negative part, just look to see where the bigger one is. So in this case, with the p's, the bigger exponent is the bottom. So you're still going to subtract 8 minus 4. The difference is because the bigger one is on the bottom, you put the difference, which is 4 on the bottom. You just put 1 on the top. Kind of saves you some time. All right, it's up to you guys, but that to me is the faster way of doing it. All right, so that gives you a quick rundown of mistakes I've seen people make in the past. All right, be good, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.